Hi everybody, this is Dr. Jamie Marich, and today we're going to be working with the basic clench and release technique using a bilateral variation. If you haven't already watched the basic clench and release video in this series, I would advise that you do that first before going into this exercise. Clench and release is, of course, where you clench with both fists together at the same time and then let them go. What we're going to do with this exercise is alternate the clenching and releasing. So if this sounds like something you're willing to try, I would invite you to just come along in, follow along as I lead the exercise, and then we'll talk for a bit about some of the benefits of engaging in this bilaterally. So let's start on the left side, taking your left hand and clenching the fist. You don't have to hold it up like this. You can keep it in your lap. Just try to keep it somewhere where you know you can hold it for about the next 20-30 seconds. So clench, clench, clench. And then with your exhale, go ahead and release. You really can release at any pace, but I find it's really enjoyable if you can take your time to just mindfully enjoy that sense of release. So coming over now to the right side, clench, clench, clench. Really feel the muscles contract, feel the nails dig in. And then with your exhale, go ahead and let that go slowly, gently. Taking a breath in between this. And coming over now to the left side, clenching, tightening. And then with your exhale, going ahead and releasing slowly and gently. So moving now with our second set, we're going to go ahead on the left side, clench, clench, clench. Really sitting here with noticing the tension for a moment. Then with your exhale, just allowing that tension to release. Then after you've released in whatever way feels good on that left side, let's come back over to the right. Clenching, noticing. And then with your exhale, slowly, gently releasing. And I always like to just honor any of these little micro movements that are coming up in my body as I do an exercise like this, because I think that's the way we really honor our body's need to release some stuff. So let's do our third set now. Over on our left, go ahead and clenching, tightening, and when you're ready, go ahead with your exhale, releasing. And then let's move that over now to the right side, clenching. And then with your exhale, slowly and gently release it. Once again, just honoring any of your body's tendencies to just move a little bit in this moment. It's totally normal. Then just take a moment and check in and notice whatever it is you notice after doing this exercise. What a lot of people have reported to me is that when you do the 3-set alternating clench and release, by the time you get to the third set, you may notice it was harder to grip. And generally that's a sign that your body is finally starting to relax. So you may do it in 3 sets, you may need 4 or 5, you may need 10. It varies from person to person. In another video, we're going to do a full progressive muscle relaxation where we clench and release through the whole body, which is very indicative of how this exercise was first designed in the 20s. But I often find that I can get just as much of the relief of doing a whole progressive muscle relaxation by doing this alternating clench and release bilateral variation. Bilateral stimulation is wonderful. It's our body's inherent way of really reorganizing the nervous system and getting us back in alignment. And this is an exercise that I like to use, especially if I'm struggling with sleep or if I'm struggling with that, pesky thing of letting go, really needing to let go of something. So keep trying this. Maybe notice how many sets you may need to get where you want to go in terms of relaxation. This is Dr. Jamie Marich. I thank you for joining me. Wishing you wellness.